Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're listening to this. It's so good to say welcome back. So, if you're a regular listener, you know I've been away for a while. It's been 2 months? That's a long time. So yeah, welcome back. I'm back. So, and if you're listening for the first time, hi, my name is Testimony. This is the voice of many, and I am your host. And it's been 2 very long months of silence, and I do apologize. Yeah. I don't want to bore you out with stories, but God has been faithful though. Of course, He always is. So how are you doing today? It's another beautiful Friday, and I hope you're fine. I hope your week was a nice one. Are you busy? How's work? How's school? How's life generally? So on today's topic, on today's gist, in our very busy world and in all of the hustle and bustle that we're going through, I just want to say you can rest here. You can rest here. God was telling me something recently, and He said that as long as you don't lose focus on me, every other thing will fall into place. And I really keyed into it because as long as our focus is on God, I believe every other thing should fall into place, would fall into place. So definitely, it's the word to key onto. Hebrews 4 verse 15 says that, let me check my phone, I don't want to paraphrase, but for we have not an high priest that is not touched with her infirmities. It goes to say that everything that's going on in our life, everything that touches us, God is touched. So it's safe to say He knows how you feel. He knows what you're going through right now. He knows what's on your mind. He knows that your boss is going to be mad. He knows that you're in your final year and it's stressful. He knows you need money. He knows you need material things. He knows you want a very good friend, say you're praying for a friend. He knows that your heart is troubled right now. So rest. No, literally, rest. See me, it abdu is okay. Exactly, in the literal sense of it, rest. So if God is touched by everything that goes on in our mind, in our life, that happens to us, the rest assured is going to sort it out. Or have you ever met someone that claims to love you? It can happen as humans, but for God, it doesn't work. That loves you and is feeling the same pain you're feeling and would rather be like, oh, let him just feel a bit of pain. Doesn't work that way. So what did I say? Rests. And, rest in the right true sense of it is absolute trust in God, trust in His word, and trust in His person. Trusting that God is able to do abundantly and exceedingly. I wasn't going to say that. It just came. So it's trusting in His word, and trusting in His person. Resting is giving up struggles and worries to just say, Daddy, I'm tired too. I don't know how else you want me to do it, but I am honestly tired. That is rest. Giving absolute trust and every control to God. To just say, hey God, are you there? Today was a very long day, and I just want to say, did you see that guy? Why would he say such a thing to me? I was mad. That's rest. Trusting God. Trusting His word. I'm laying emphasis on trusting His word, but rest will only come when there's something to depend on. There's this way that people say, when you get married, you get fatter because you don't have worries. You're no more in the single world. I don't know how true that is because of course I'm not married. But then statistics are showed that I think it's true. But then back to the serious gist. So the thing is, when you have something to depend on, and it's something in this context is the word, then it's very easier for you to come into rest. Very, very easy for you to come into rest. So as much as you have a lot of things that you want to get a grip on, that you really want to control, you really want to, be in charge, want to man, rest. I'll keep saying it, rest, it's taboo. It's okay, it's enough. You can just go to God and say, I'm tired. I can't do this anymore. It's enough. And it's fine. This morning, I was listening to a voice note a friend sent to me when, struggling with how to keep balance of being a control freak. Yes, I am one. It's good to say that out because it's something I've never want to accept. When people say, oh, you like controlling stuff, I'll be like, no, that's not true. It's actually true. So, and she was just saying some words, and I'm very sure she was led by the Spirit because, flesh and blood has not revealed that to you. And I was talking to God spontaneously after listening to the voice note, and God was saying, I never asked you to do it right. Do you know how much that meant to me? It was crazy. Like, I never asked you to do it right. He wants me to come the way I am. My imperfections, the whole worries, the whole thinking, the whole thoughts. He just wants me to come and say, hi, I can't do this anymore. Hi, I'm tired. Hi, this is me. And that's exactly what God wants from us. That's exactly what God wants you to do and won't have you do. So, in all that I've been saying, rest. And you cannot rest except you have something to depend on, which is the word. So go back to the basis, study the word, and speak to God. Oh, goodness me. Speak to God. Talk. Have a, speaking and talking seems like a one-way thing. Have a conversation with God. At least everybody knows that it takes two to have a conversation. So yes, have a conversation with God. And just enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take good care of yourself. See to it that you're not worried about anything. When worries and thoughts seem to bog your mind, rest. When it seems as though you can't do it anymore, rest. When it seems as though you have it all covered, in fact, you should rest more because it means you can do without God. Rest. When it seems as though this boss is going to kill you already, rest. When it seems like school stress is going to be the end of you, rest. When these thoughts won't go away, rest. When it seems like you lost the opportunity, rest. You can rest here. Where is here? With God. God is here. Let's have a beautiful weekend. Testimony signing out. Bye.